Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paddling Pool 204. We are back in this for some Losers Semifinals action between Police, Forfeit, and The Hood. I'm Broken Pinky. I'm joined here by Spy. Spy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good, even though I kind of screwed up the time on this, block because I was actually meant to commentate the first block, but I overslept because I'm stupid. But yeah, we shall not talk about this right now. We're going for tower control Eeltail alley. I mean, how do you feel about Eeltail in general after this patch?
Yeah, exactly. It's very funny just because, now there's just signs in your way. And you know what? Sometimes they block shots, sometimes they don't. And when they don't, I just think that's even funnier. But Nintendo really tried their best to make the stage not Charger dominated. We'll probably see a few Chargers just because it's still Eeltail Alley, but definitely excited to see how this quote-unquote new map is going to play. With that being said, getting right into things here, we're going to be going into Losers Semifinals. Loser gets fourth, winner moves on. It's going to be Please Forfeit versus The Hood. The Hood running triple splash, one of them being Splash Neo, and Please Forfeit sticking with their same crabless comp.
Yeah, and speaking of Eeltail again, this map got really nerfed because this one ramp going into the base was removed, which is so stupid. But yeah, we see 3 splashes. Nice meta. No, it's okay. I mean, the Hood is just kind of sticking. Wait, no. Is there a color? Wait.
I believe yeah, the Hood is on blue right now. So
yeah, I
the
think
Hood
the
is the
Hood
one
is
that
on
has
blue
12
too.
power through that first checkpoint.
Yeah. And now Please Forfeit is kind of in spawn right now because the Hood is already catching up really nicely, kind of dodging that charger. Oh, never mind. Okay, that was a really good pick, while the Splash is the only one left right now. And we already see that A-Leader has respawn Punisher, which is kind of insane for A-Leaders to begin with.
Yeah, the Hood got all the way down to 55, very strong opening push, and right now, Please Forfeit, that's 3 dead. That push is going to be dead in the water at 91, but we saw a little bit earlier just how this stage was changed. Once you drop in to your sort of court area on Eeltail Alley, especially on that right side of your, or on the left side of your spawn, you really can't retreat because there's no ramp there anymore, so you're just kind of stuck in there, which, I'm going to be honest, is a pretty big detriment to the stage and not great for the game right now, but regardless, both these teams are trying to make it work. Zenith just sneaking up on that crab. Tyuser out of nowhere, trying to stay alive. Tyuser actually wins the 1v1 versus Zenith, though, and that is going to allow the Hood to stop the push from Please Forfeit, dead in its tracks before it even gets to that second checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean, both teams don't really have that second checkpoint. I mean, the Hood is already up for half the checkpoints, so that is really good for them. But right now it seems rather neutral because there are 2 people down on the side of Hood. 3 people down, never mind. And Please Forfeit already has 1 teammate down. So, also, that bubble was kind of wasted, but never mind. The Please Forfeit is actually going into pushing mode kind of right now, while it seems rather neutralized right now because the Hood actually got some really good defense going, as that charger is really not able to go in that much and kind of getting pressure or some picks. And the Splash also got that 1 pick going to the right side.
Yeah,
And
Splash
dying.
gets taken out on that right side, but the Hood still pushing in very well. The Hood is doing a great job at setting the tempo of this game, but right now, the Hood, 2 dead. Yoshell on this leader, going to be that tower rider, but that crab is staring down that tower, and it's going to win the 1v1 versus the leader, and that's 2 dead for Please Forfeit, and both of these teams kind of locked in a loop right now where they get advantage, they get 2 down, and they start to push forward, and as soon as they do, they immediately wipe themselves. So it's just who can break this cycle, and right now, both teams evenly matched 2-2, tower and mid. We're going to see how we can make this happen. Tyuser dancing around this block, trying to make something happen, but going to die to that splat bomb. Gives a safe jump to the teammate, though, and the Hood still not able to get an advantage. It's still 2-2.
Yeah, literally, the Hood only has the Splash left, and Please Forfeit kind of gets ready to push, but I feel like it's just going to be back and forth again, where Please Forfeit has an advantage that they just kind of get picked immediately by some, I don't know, artificial source. And there we see this problem with Eeltail. The Splash was not able to retreat into their base just because this ramp was removed. Of course, they could have jumped, but that really was not a big option regarding that they were actually being pushed right now. And it seems like Please Forfeit actually gets the checkpoint. Never mind. It's down to 1. That is really sad right now. And we actually have a wipeout on the side of Please Forfeit. That's huge.
Yeah, Please Forfeit barely not breaking that 3rd checkpoint, but a push to 18 will absolutely do after they miss out on that lead. And right now, Please Forfeit has a hefty lead and a minute left on defense, and they already have the numbers advantage against the Hood. The Hood trying to push in, but they are 2 dead right now. And we see Zenith on this wiper trying to get the pick on the machine, but the splash comes out of nowhere from the top rope. Is going to get that trade though, 1-for-1 with the wiper, but that's just delaying the inevitable here. And the Hood really needs to start getting some aggressive potential moving because they do not have a lot of time to play with.
Yeah, and that Junior is just setting down a bubble, which is kind of like interesting because there was not really a big threat at that point. And that the Splatana wiper actually seems to get... Okay, no. He got 2 picks, almost got 3 picks, which was really huge, but that Eeltail actually got the pick on that one splash. And it's just kind of getting into mid, kind of setting their good position, while, you know, the Junior is just kind of spamming bombs because that's what a Junior does. And yeah, the Tri-Slosher actually gets ready and actually puts out the inkjet, but goes down sadly, while the splash is going onto the tower and just immediately getting the crab. And it seems like they're actually getting pressured out by the wave breakers of some sorts. And yeah, the splash is in a really tight situation right now, and Please Forfeit actually got kind of turned this around and actually won this.
Yeah, Please Forfeit able to get that very strong defense there at the end. The Hood tried to get a push going. They had that crab on tower, but at that point they were 2 dead and they just could not do anything left. And Please Forfeit already, you know, extending that momentum they had from that last set, going up 1-0 up against the Hood. And now they are at the set point. The Hood backs against the wall. Once again, we're in losers bracket. If you lose, you are eliminated. And you know, both of these teams really want to make it to that losers finals.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is just kind of aiming at getting to the finals because, I mean, this is a tournament. Why am I pointing out the obvious, dude? What the hell is wrong with me? No, never mind. But that was actually, like you said, it was just really kind of back and forth on this map because, you know, one team got like 2 picks and then they were just wiped off immediately by some artificial intelligence or kind of, I don't know, some upper source. I don't know. It was just really crazy, and I feel like the bombs were always flying, so that was really interesting. And we're actually going into Splatzone's Hagglefish Market. This map also got a change, the famous pole change. How do you feel about that?
It has a pole. There's a pole in the mid. Let's go. let's get them PogChamps in the chat for the giant pole in the middle of the Hagglefish zone. But I mean, jokes aside, the stage was not significantly changed. Fighting in the zone is a lot more awkward as you have that pillar and like you have that giant pole, you have that box there, but other than that, very minimal changes. There's an easier platform and staircase to get onto that tent, but still largely unaffected. The same Hagglefish zones we know and love, and we're just going to be getting into this match point. Please Forfeit versus the Hood here, trying to make this happen. Please Forfeit wants to get this 2-0 and to move on. The Hood really wants to get this reverse 2-0 comeback. It's all going to come out to who can win this zone off the bat. Right now, it's just already being contested in mid. This wiper trying to go from side to side. Yoshel trying to get a pick, but I mean, already we're just seeing this pole kind of limiting those sidelines just a little bit.
Yeah, we already have really early special usage. I mean, we already saw that Crab Tank and the Tri-Strike, and the splash actually goes down, while the E-Leader, of course, in mid, just kind of trying to pressure and getting picks, actually gets a Booyah Bomb, kind of canceling, and the splash gets the E-Leader, which is kind of huge for them because the E-Leader is a huge distance weapon, and it's really gonna be hard for them to catch up, especially because there are 3 people down on the side of the Hood.
Yeah, right now the Hood already forced into just being so desperate to get this zone back. This timer is just ticking down so quickly. It is below 40 at this point. Tri-Strikes are being thrown to the zone. They're trying to contest with specials. Crab is at the ready. Booyah is thrown by the zone, but Please Forfeit not caring whatsoever, just absolutely swallowing all of it. Please Forfeit is 1 down, though. That wiper is dead, which does decrease a lot of their paint here. This Crab is trying to paint over the zone, trying to get this cap. Gets the pick on the Tri-Slosher, but Crab runs out. Splash gets the double, though. That could be huge, but the splash goes down. It's just the machine and the splash for the Hood. Please Forfeit trying to hold on to the zone however they can. They're going down to the zone, though. They're losing the paint. The Wiper's here trying to extend it. Wiper's able to outpaint all of them. That's the knockout just barely, and Please Forfeit takes the set 2-0.
That was really huge because the E leader was just in the zone, just kind of trying to staying it at the team, just kind of trying to get that pain, even though it was kind of stressful. And the Splatana Weapon was just jumping and trying to get the pain. I was actually ready to get that huge comeback for the Hood, but that was actually not happening. Like, I
Yeah,
actually expected the Hood to kind of turn this around because the zone was capitalized, like, nearly. It was neutralized, but they actually didn't get to capitalize it, so that's kind of sad for them.
Yeah, they almost captured that zone, but just not quite able to get it done. And please forfeit. It's going to be moving on through the bracket. Massive respects to the Hood, getting all the way to 4th place after losing early in winners, but unfortunately, that is where their run is going to end. Please forfeit is going to be moving on to Losers Finals to fight Polar Knight for the chance to fight Yes Sub in Grands, and that is going to be a banger set back to the best of 5s. But before we get onto that, we have to go on to a short break, so make sure to stay tuned as we get to the final few sets of this tournament.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!